see a team looking for its first win, the Stallions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stallions' offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Power football with the run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Ducks are marching down the field. Rush is on him. Forced out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He might want another play. More to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And now this offense will take the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. is at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Stallions will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The sure hands, it's slow. Across the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw.
There's a live football. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Moore will throw. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under fire. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep hitting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Stallions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Moore to the air. Wiggles free. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the option. He'll pitch it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Caught over the middle. It's McGowan. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Stallions have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. The Stallions send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Snagged in the middle. It's Casper. He's stopped at the 30, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Offense in an empty set. Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Got him downfield. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how do we possibly possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver. His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. 10. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Finds a tight end. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw.
Makes the grab on the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Stallions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. The Stallions are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. And the Stallions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGowan. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. Dead center perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, More guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC's
gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32. And the Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes his man miss. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Here's a heat. Here's the pressure. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Stallions will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going right to work up top. Skips away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Robertson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Bringing the heat. Got a little space. It's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier and gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Option look. It's Grimes. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. On the run, fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Stallions will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch it? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. This offense has it with really good field position. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And into the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.